Coming to you from Germantown Academy and Cary Stadium here in Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. Hello, everybody. A beautiful afternoon for football here as the HSG Network and Globe Games present the 2019 Globe Bowl between Team World and Team America. We thank you very kindly for joining us here on this beautiful Saturday. I'm Tom Wilkins. Scott Harrell's with me doing the commentating as well. And this is really going to be a fun afternoon involving a lot of college seniors who are looking for like a higher employment at the football level.
Absolutely. They're looking for opportunity, and this is a chance to showcase their abilities that they've been able to accumulate over the season and over many seasons with multiple teams, and they're looking for that moment in the sun, that moment, that mark, that catch, that tackle, that broken tackle all the way to the end zone to showcase what they really can do. You have a lot of talented players, but how much time have they really gotten to play together? They've only had 2 days to practice. So, Tom, this may be a great moment for the offense, but I think we're going to see some defensive highlights as well.
I can see probably both sides of the ball being a difference for both teams today. Now, keep in mind, this has been something that's been going on for almost 10 years now. This actually began, I would have to say, nearly 10 years ago from when I spoke with the Team America coach, and it has grown into more like a tour in which this game has gone like on several locations and has also gone internationally through Mexico and Canada. They're hoping possibly for Costa Rica, maybe in the near future. So this is a chance for all these players to really highlight themselves in the skill set and especially show the intangibles, as you had mentioned, that they all will display here this afternoon.
You mentioned the international flavor of these teams, and that's absolutely correct because I just got done speaking with number 33, Danny Herrera, also known as Danny Disco, to his Costa Rican friends. He says all of Costa Rica is going to be watching him today, so he shared this multiple times through the HSG network already. And you know what? Football is something that everybody falls in love with, no matter where you are. It's a festival atmosphere out here today. It's a family atmosphere out here today, and everybody is looking to build each other up while looking for that opportunity and that call.
And these folks have had practices, of course, the last couple days at Widener University trying to get their skill sets down. I really think when we look at these people train, I mean, you have to understand, especially with it being a little bit colder over the last couple days. I know yesterday was awful weather, especially in this area.
Horrible.
And it started pretty cold and ragged this morning, but thankfully the sun came out, say about 10 o'clock, and now temperatures are warming up very nicely, more like a spring day, a little bit breezy, looking for a 60-degree kickoff, and it looks like when we end it'll be 63. So I think this is perfect weather conditions. I think also the passing game might be slightly affected by the wind, but it's not a horrendous wind like a coastal storm.
Not at all. And what you have is a lot of wide receivers. I spoke with Sammy Diaz of World. He's looking for a lot of passes coming to him and his fellow receiver core. They want to light it up and light it up early. However, speaking with the coaches, they say it's going to be even keel offense and defense. Since they've had such a limited amount of time together practicing, it's ripe opportunity for some of these cornerbacks and defenders to get pick sixes, and really get their highlight reel in today.
And I really do believe, I mean, and obviously some of these players I have had contact with in the past, and others, these are like relatively new ones. You have to understand that we have Team America, we have people from Lynchburg, Virginia, Thiel College, University of Cincinnati, Delaware Valley University being represented by Eric Orr on the offensive line, and then there are also some pro free agents that are involved. We understand that on Team America there were a couple of people that got upgraded and got a 3-day contract with the Philadelphia Soul. So there is some arena football that's involved. Remember, we have scouts from all over the place here in Fort Washington today for this game. So I'm sure they're going to be looking for every little detail to see if they can help that particular team.
I just spoke with Butch McNeely, number 34 for Team America. That's a man that looks like he could eat an offensive line for breakfast. He's one of those that did get the call from the Soul, and as excited as he is for that, he's still even hungrier for more. So he's going to come out there with his other defensive brothers and once again want to show out with every single play. This isn't just an offensive party. The defense, they said, it may be a Pro Bowl game, but we're not going to let the QB be clean by the end of this game.
Well, I want to let everybody know that we'd like to ask anyone who is watching, those of you here watching, of course, on the Global or on the HSG network, please like and share today's event. And as this game is being broadcast on both of those pages, we would love to see you guys show your support. I've already put it on my personal page. I'm sure that Scott has already put it on his.
Yes,
so
me and
come
three
on
of my friends.
I'm sure there are plenty others as well. So I've been promoting this game. People up in New York State, people down in North Carolina that have been hearing about this stuff, and I mean other people who still enjoy the thing of spring football. I mean, you have to remember, football sometimes is a 12-month-a-year sport, and it's kind of becoming that, especially with players who continue to develop, and all these players who play in spring leagues and summer leagues and even winter leagues. I mean, some of this goes year-round, going from league to league to league. So obviously the imperatives of keeping in shape is one thing, but to get the product out is completely another, and that's where the support comes in.
You're correct, Tom. And you talk to more and more coaches, you hear that there's no such thing as an off season. You want to stay sharp. You want to stay crisp. And for every player that's looking for a phone call, looking for a contract, looking for an opportunity, you want to get out on a field anywhere and on any team to be seen as much as humanly possible. So spring, summer, fall, winter, rain, shine, sun, night, you'll play football.
Unless there's lightning outside, of course.
This is true, but hey, then you have arenas, right?
Well, that also is true. Now, we're going to be kicking off in just a couple of minutes, but just to give you an idea as to what – actually, you know what? We're going to hold off for 1 second. We will now have our national anthem here in Fort Washington, so let's give that a listen.
Costa Rica as well. In this anthem, however, we are doing the USA national anthem.
All right, there you go with our national anthem here from Fort Washington. Of course, let's also not forget about our friends for Team World, of course, with Canada, Mexico, and Costa Rica being represented on the world side as well. So we will be kicking off in just a couple of moments. We're going to take a moment, though, and thank the following sponsors for making today happen. Outside of globegames.org and the HSG Network, we also want to thank Spiral Sports and Entertainment Network, East Preps Football, Widener University, Total Performance Bodywork, Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, and Valley Forge Sports. Now, today you'll be seeing various ads promoting some of the past games and sponsors throughout the contest, and especially the next game, I understand, not too far from now, which will be in Cancun, which you'll be seeing online as well throughout the broadcast.
I see no reason why Howard can't get us there to do that game.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on here. We just want to let you know that Team America is in the red with white numerals and white helmets, and Team World will be in the darker helmets. They will be in their blue uniforms. So just to give you the differentiation between the world's uniforms and the American uniforms. So what'll happen is the Team America will get the ball first. They will move right to left. Team World left to right, and will switch sides during the second quarter. So it will be for Team World, Rob Hartman from Erie Community College. He will be doing the kicking off here. Incidentally, the American flag for Team America held by Butch McNeely and Franklin Braswell. And the kickoff is underway very short and taken by one of the upmen at about the 30-yard line, moving to about the 40 and now to about the 41-yard line.
Taken down by number 44, Matthew McCara out of Canada. Plays defensive end when he's on the field for defense.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Team America at the 41-yard line. You'll see on the screen TA is for Team America, TW is for Team World. So just to give you the idea as to who's who here in this contest. So we're just underway. As a reminder also, clock is being kept on the field, so we just want to make you aware of that. So they'll go triple on the right-hand side for the first play of the game, but off the bat we have a penalty flag down and possibly a substitution violation per one of the officials. We'll read them down momentarily.
You got a lot of new people trying to play positions with each other for the first time. Won't be a shock if we see some flags with people trying to get used to it.
Well, Team World got hit with a substitution violation, so they'll make it 1st and 5 from the 46-yard line. And the officials still, I guess, deciding which way to go here. So actually, they said disregard the foul. So let's start this game over. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Now we have penalty as possibly Team World might have jumped on the opening snap. But no, they were drawn off as it's a false start against Team America. So they get the 5-yard penalty.
I'm hoping this isn't a Pro Bowl for the refs today. They're going to definitely get their pitcher's arms in.
But I'm guessing maybe these penalties are not being enforced. But all right, take 3. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Snap taken. And running to his left and throwing a little bit short and incomplete. The quarterback for Team America is Danny Giannone for Team America. He also plays tight end, 6'5", 250. The pass was a little bit errant and incomplete. It looked like it was headed toward Baron Jackson's way.
It was the pass was errant because Matthew McCara, who was on the tackle earlier, was hunting him down and trying to get him before anybody else could. He is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. They did say they're going to try and make those QBs dirty today.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. It's 2nd and 10 for Team America. And Giannone is in the shotgun with a back to his right, and they'll triple the left-hand side. Waiting for the snap, and a low one. Giannone has it. He will force it forward, and the pass is incomplete. That was intended for Lloyd Meeks at Teal College, and he was open, but the pass well short.
Well defended by the turf. Once again, it just goes to show you get a bunch of talented people together, but they still have to play together to have that talent work. You'll have the nerves for the first quarter, but I think they're going to work it out before too long.
All right, so 3rd and 10 now from the 41-yard line as 2 incompletions start this contest. If you're just joining us here on the Globe Bowl and the HSG Network page, welcome aboard here to Fort Washington. 3rd and 10, as now Giannone is going to stand in the shotgun, back to his left this time. They spread the receivers on the right-hand side. Long call there. Now he takes a good snap, rolls to his left. Let's see what he does. Waits. Now he fires, and it's nearly intercepted. Talk about knocking it down. T.J. Waters, locally from Delaware Valley University up the road in Doylestown.
He just had his highlight moment right there. That could have been definitely picked off, but now you bring up 4th and 10, no movement, no motion. Team America stopped in their tracks from the door, and that's not how they wanted to open up this game, Tom. They definitely wanted to come in and get on the board early, at least what Butch told me.
So 3 incompletions on the opening drive of the game for Team America, and now some late substitutions as it will be punting time for Team America. Team World has 2 defenders back to try and return this. Looks like Samuel Diaz is one of them.
He is a very fast man. I watched him during the warm-up. If he gets it, they better get there quick.
Again, last-second substitutions here as they await the punt. It's a light breeze here, blowing pretty much left to right, so if it gets in the air, it might slant. And it's a one-hopper, and it's taken as a punt, and it won't go Diaz's way, but it does take a Team America bounce and down inside the 20-yard line. Actually, just shy of the 20, down to the 21-yard line, and Team World will have its first possession.
Team World gets 1st and 10, and they can now take this as their moment to strike first blood. They did their job on the defensive side. Now let's come out and see if they can come and settle the nerves before they come out and execute on plays. In a game like this, it's all about execution.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, I mean, these folks have not had much time to play together. And that usually happens. Any league all-star game that you have normally has that particular situation as well. And that's why we sometimes see a lot of yellow being thrown out in the first few minutes, especially in the first quarter, and then things finally calm down.
Or some miscues on pass routes and such, or blocking assignments, but that's where the defense can shine.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10. Interesting formation here. They're going to go try back in a pistol. And it's going to be a running play up the middle and down to about the 30-yard line. Nice 5-yard pickup. So a 5-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 5. So already, unlike Team America, Team World going with the running game to start things off.
Number 71, Jermaine Van on the tackle. Pro free agent, plays defensive line and offensive line. 6'2", 315 pounds. That is a large man to move.
Absolutely, especially in any type of football. I mean, especially when you have larger guys that can move. I mean, that is definitely a big help for either side, whichever one he's on, that's going to be a benefit. All right, so what it's lined up to be is more of a pistol try-back formation. Quarterback is Marcus Parker, a pro free agent, and he stands here on 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. He claps and then takes a snap, and there's another run. Bouncing off the left side, and somehow sneaking in for maybe a 2-yard pickup for Jalen Holmes out of Bethany College. Ends up getting a couple, so it'll be 3rd and 3. So Team World could kind of mix it up here on this 3rd down.
36, Jamar Dennis on the stop. I'll tell you what, Team World is doing exactly what they need to do. They don't want to try and go for the home run ball early. They've gotten 2 excellent runs. Now they have very manageable 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. You could switch it up. You could run it or pass it right here.
Almost like the last couple of years for the Cowboys and Jason Garrett in their opening drives. They end up driving, taking 7, 8, 9 minutes off the clock with just short play after short play and still picking up first downs and eventually points. All right, 3rd and 3 now from the 32. A pass and thrown to the left side. Oh, knocked away, incomplete. I'll tell you something. Javante Alexander was the intended receiver out of Ferris State University, but Ben Dupree from the Citadel, boy, he got his marching orders beautifully, knocked it away, and forces a 4th down.
Ben Dupree did his job, which is exactly what Coach Jim Collins said. He said he hasn't called a defensive play for the last two practices. He's just told the defense to get out there and do your job, read and react. And that is exactly what Dupree just did.
And it looks like Team World is going to go for it on 4th and 3 from their own 32-yard line. They're going to line up even the receivers 4 wide, showing blitz Team America. Back he goes, and a pass way too high and incomplete. But there is a flag on the far side. It's possible Team America jumped. We'll see what the officials say, and we got to get to them while we're at it. And it is offside against Team America, so a free first down at the 37-yard line.
You don't want to shoot your own team in the foot. You have them at 4th and 3. If you hold your assignments, cover well, you have a great chance at getting a great ball spot. Now you just gave them first down and momentum.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Team America really wanted to go after the quarterback, but they didn't set up properly, and Team World saw it. They caught them jumping, and that's when the snap happened. Even though the pass was way overthrown, it was a free play anyway. So first,
That's exactly what they were looking for, Tom, though. Sometimes the refs are your best teammates.
all right, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. J.C. Hardy now in motion as they take the snap. Hand on right side. Oh, man. Michael James out of Erie Community College taken down beautifully as it ends up being, I think it was Lyle Buckner made the stop, and ends up being a 3-yard loss. Good penetration along the left side there.
I believe that was number 17 from Team America, Kyle Nikolaski Griffith, with the stop. He came in and shut that play down for a loss of at least 2 to 3 yards. Excellent response from that from giving up that 4th down.
Okay, 2nd and 13 now. Actually going to spot it just shy of the 35-yard line, so 2nd and 12. And we apologize for the technical difficulties. We're dealing with that, so bear with us while we try and iron out the kinks here. 2nd and 12 on the 35-yard line. Again, it's Marcus Parker at quarterback, takes the snap. He's looking, has some time, not much more. He's going to scramble and run by himself, crossing the 40, and he slides down to about, they're going to spot it at the 45-yard line, but it's going to be a 10-yard pickup, and it ends up being 2 yards shy of the 1st down mark.
Jamal Walls out of Bethune Cookman University finally was the one to put the hit on him and get him down, but that's once again the problem. You could have everybody covered downfield, but if you let the QB leak out, it doesn't matter. He's still going to pick up that yardage. The short right there is from the previous loss on the run. They could have had a 1st down right there.
Okay, so 3rd and I'll say a long ball just outside the world's own 45-yard line. They're going to go 4 receivers. They'll triple the left on the far side. And Parker will be in the shotgun, back to his left, takes a snap. They're going to run this play, swinging to the right, and it is Michael James getting near the 1st down mark, and they're going to give it to him. He got to just out of 48-yard line, so a 3-yard pickup for Michael James, and the world moves the chains with their 2nd 1st down this drive.
Jamie Lemus out of Virginia, not the only one here from Virginia, but Virginia University of Lynchburg with the stop. But it was real close. I'm going to tell you, Tom, looking from up here, I was wondering if he really did get it, but that's what the refs are for on the field. Right now, the world is moving. The world is moving the ball at will, and they're doing it with short runs, they're doing it with calculated plays, and they're doing it with execution.
And the key is the execution, the fact that they've already taken 7 plays in this drive. Let's see if they can continue this on here. From their own 48, 1st and 10. Back goes Parker. He's going to roll to his left, waiting, throws off his back foot, and a pass. Is that caught? Yes, it is a catch. Javante Alexander. He slid down in America territory at the 40-yard line. 12-yard pickup and a 1st down. Not exactly a design play, but it worked.
Hey, you can't call it a broken play if it works. It's excellent, excellent way to get out of that situation where he was being chased down by 4 defenders in the backfield. Well, he still managed to produce a 1st and 10 for the team. Keep the world moving.
Well, I will have to say that the world is always moving one way or the other. But in this game, the world has 1st and 10 at America's 40-yard line. Here's Parker back to pass. Gets out of a rush. Let's see if he runs. Oh, he gets a stiff arm, and then he loses the football, and they're going to say it is a fumble, but it is recovered by the world back at the 44-yard line. So it ends up being a 4-yard loss, but Team America, boy, they brought almost the house down there.
Lyle Buckner was the foundation of that house that lowered the boom. Number 47, pro free agent, plays linebacker, defensive back, and according to this, punter, okay, well, hey, nothing wrong with that. But he definitely got in and got the QB down, which is what the defenders of America said. We are not going to let the QB get off the field with a clean jersey today.
And don't forget, these players are playing mostly multiple positions, especially if the teams that they are looking for a particular spot. I mean, hey, you gotta be good at more than one thing sometimes.
That's correct.
2nd and 14 after that 4-yard loss. Back in the try-back, Parker in a pistol this time. Takes a snap. Thought about rolling. Now he throws at the middle, and he threw it to the official.
And I don't see why the official did not catch that.
Well,
that
it's
was
incomplete.
right there for him. I think a flag should be thrown on that. That was perfect targeting of the ref. He should have caught that.
Well, sometimes it just happens like that. And when you have games like this, you just don't know what to expect. But unfortunately, the official was not lined up as the receiver. So we'll just deal with this incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 14 from the 44. Team America now starting to bring the heat on defense. And you did say at the beginning that defense was going to be critical. And already we're seeing it.
That's correct, Tom. Defense wants to have an opportunity to shine as well, and they're going to bring pressure and break up as many plays as they possibly can. Don't expect to see a high-scoring game. This is going to be a game from start to finish.
3rd and 14 from the 44. Parker back. He's going to roll left, and now he's going to throw deep along the left side. Oh, what a tremendous play. Incomplete. Tell you what, knocking that ball away was Derwin Witt from Lynchburg University, actually Virginia University of Lynchburg. Beautifully done. I mean, Parker threw a great pass, but once again, second time in this drive, the secondary has been outstanding for Team America.
I am predicting picks and at least one pick six in this game. The secondary has been playing outstanding so far, at least for Team America, and just the way you saw where that play was going to go right from the start. He caught up, covered, did not get the flag for any type of bad coverage, and broke up the pass just like you're supposed to.
Well,
Excellent.
They're going for it here. Team World now with Parker in the shotgun. 4th and 14. Parker back under a rush, and down he goes. I'll tell you, Team America read the blitz and forced Team World to turn the ball over on downs, and Team America will take over in plus territory.
Jamie Lemus getting his time to shine with the sack for Team America. The first one to say he's not allowing the QB to come off the field clean.
And that's the first sack of the day for Team America. It ends up being a 6-yard loss. And for Team America, they will end up again the ball at the Team World 48-yard line. If you just joined us, no score in the game. Like I said, time will be kept on the field. So 1st and 10 now, as going back is Danny Giannone. He's not only a quarterback, he's also a tight end. And he's going to line up in the shotgun, 4 receivers. They'll triple to the left on the near side. On a pistol, Giannone will fly high, and the pass is caught. Taken at the 30, to the 20, and down to about the 10-yard line. Nice catch by Lloyd Meeks out of Teal College. 5'10", 170, and the speed certainly did the trick. 1st and goal inside the 10 to 9. That's a 39-yard pickup.
Joel Insilo out of Virginia State University. That seems to be a trend. He's the one that just saved a touchdown from America. Excuse me, he's playing for the world. He saved a touchdown with that tackle. It looks like the early nerves for Team America are gone. That was perfect execution on that play.
After 3 incompletions on the opening drive, Team America right at it again. Giannone lines up in a pistol again. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. First carry of the game is not going to be for much. As a matter of fact, no gain on the play. They're going to say stick it at the 9-yard line, so it's 2nd and goal.
Danny Disco Herrera, straight out of Costa Rica. He's the one that made the stop right there. He said make sure to say hi to all of Costa Rica because he's personally made sure they're all watching.
Well, we definitely want to send our crazy shouts to our friends there as well. Mohamed Kella was the one with the carry. So with no gain on that play, 2nd and goal now, just outside the 9-yard line. Giannone this time lines up in a shotgun. Looks like they're going to go a little heavy on the left side. 3 receivers. Giannone takes the snap. He's looking. He'll take a shot for the end zone, but the traffic was not quite there, and that ends up being incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and goal from right outside the 9.
Throwing it away is better than throwing it into the arms of the other team. Well done there. When you have nobody open, throw it to your guy or to no one. Now you got 3rd and goal and at least one more chance to get into the end zone.
Tavio Thomas was the intended receiver on that last play, so it'll be 3rd and goal right outside the 9-yard line. Team America looking to put the first points of the game up. They went 3 and down their opening drive. Team World had an 11-play drive, but they got stopped thanks to Team America's almost relentless defense on the last few plays of that drive.
Smothering, yes.
We're going to see more of them maybe in a few minutes, but in the meantime, 3rd and goal right outside the 9-yard line. Giannone again a pistol. Got 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. And they're going to go a handoff, spinning around on one end and down to about maybe the 7-yard line. Muhammad Kella couldn't quite get out of a couple of tackles there, so some nice defense. And maybe a yard on a play to the 8-yard line. And it turns out we have reached quarter time. So here in Fort Washington, Team World and Team America scoreless. We'll come on back with the second quarter after this.
Welcome to Spiral. With Spiral, you'll network with elite sports, entertainment, and business professionals, create your own digital resume or portfolio, post and apply for job openings, and connect with important people to expand your brand. Whether you're an athlete, a talent scout, a record label, an agent, artist, filmmaker, or own a business, Spiral is here for you. Go Spiral.
Okay, back here at Fort Washington and Carey Stadium here at Germantown Academy. I'm Tom Wilkins along with Scott Harrell. Globe Bowl 2019 between Team America and Team World. We're scoreless, but Team America were the biggest threat as we begin the second quarter. And right where, as we left off, it is 4th and goal as the ball is spotted at about the 9-yard line after only a 1-yard gain. Let's see what Giannone does here on 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. They're going to triple the far side. In motion goes Kella. Back he goes. Flag down. And so is Giannone on a blitz. But we're going to see what the penalty is. Liston Bates from the MIFA, a league in Canada. But we're going to see what the penalty's all about. No, it isn't a turnover on downs. It is offside against Team World, so it's half the distance, and it'll be 4th and goal again.
They looked like they were a little early on that blitz. They were trying to get there to disrupt it before it happened. So, once again, execution counts on both sides. You just gave away yardage and made this play that much easier for America. Now all they have to do is execute and make their way across the goal line.
So they'll get another 4th down chance, 4th and goal, right outside the 4-yard line following that offside. And let's see what Giannone does. And now, looks like we're probably going to have a timeout by Team America. So, looks like we're going to probably do the same thing. So, we'll take this break early second quarter. Team America and Team World scoreless in Globe Bowl 2019. Just to give you a quick rundown of the officials of today's game, I forgot to mention. Mike Clembar is the head referee, Bo Rogers the umpire, Tom Work the line judge, Addie Town the back judge, Bob Geist the headline judge, Kyle Murray the side judge, and Lenny Golden the field judge for this contest. So, Team America trying again after a defensive penalty to convert on 4th and goal this time right outside the 4-yard line. Different lineup this time as It's going to be an option play, and it's flipped up to the wrong team. Team World picks it up, and there he goes to the 30, 40, midfield, and that's all he gets. Dion Threat-Vassar out of the University of Cincinnati tried an option play, and unfortunately it did not work, and it was taken all the way back to the Team America 47 for nearly a 50-yard pickup. What went wrong on that play, Scott?
Well, when you already have made a mistake, you don't want to compound your mistake with another one. He was already sacked in the backfield. Go down. Your team is now going to come out and play defense and have Team America backed up, Team World backed up on their goal line. Don't try and flip it off to somebody else. You just coughed up the ball and coughed up nearly 50 yards.
And another thing, too, even if you did fumble the ball and it went in the end zone, you recovered, it would not have counted anyway unless you were the one that fumbled and recovered it on 4th down. So they're going to mark the ball back at midfield, so almost a 50-yard return. And it's 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe for Team World, who really started with great field position, just like Team America did on their last drive, but no points to show for as of yet.
That's correct, Tom. Here they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Taking the snap and rolling to his left, a new quarterback in the game. It is, oh my goodness, that's number 13, Tanner Colucci, a pro free agent. I mean, he was getting his uniform tugged and pulled in all directions and managed to step out of bounds for nearly a 4-yard pickup.
I spoke to Tanner before the game, Tom, and you know what, I'm going to tell you, he said, I may be a little undersized. I may not be what most people are looking to see when they see a quarterback, but I can move, I can run, and if I have to pull it down, I guarantee you I'm going to get yardage, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Almost a la Darren Sproles in a way.
Yes.
Might be a good comparison there. So 2nd and 6, ball spot at the 46 of Team America. No score in this game. We're in the 2nd quarter. Here is Colucci throwing to the right, and the pass, not quite, incomplete. That was intended for Rayshon Jeter at Tiffin University. That pass was a little slow getting there, but it ends up being 3rd down.
That pass definitely was telegraphed, and Tavio Thomas for Team America, who plays D-back and wide receiver, saw it coming the whole way. If he had an extra step, he could have picked that off and took it home.
That's very true. Timing is everything when it comes to these games. So Team World at it again, 3rd and 6 now from the America 46-yard line. Once again, it's Tanner Colucci. He's playing quarterback. He's 5'11", 190 here. Has a back to his right. They'll triple the left side. Colucci back, looking, now being chased. He's going to run for it, and he throws it away. It's never going to make it to the line of scrimmage. He avoids the sack, and it ends up being an incomplete pass. I mean, I'll tell you, Team America's line really picking up the speed and going after the quarterback.
I love what I'm seeing from the defense today. This is not your typical Pro Bowl. You may turn on the NFL Pro Bowl and expect to see 70-some-odd points drop. You're going to see a highlight reel from both sides of the ball today. Defense and offense, they are working it and working it hard because every single player wants an opportunity to be seen. Nobody is mailing it in, I'll tell you that right now.
In football, there is such a thing as defense. You have to remember, as much as today's game is focused so much on scoring points, defense has to counterbalance with that to make it a more balanced game these days.
And you know I love defense, Tom.
Well, so do a lot of other teams. I mean, let's not forget about that. So it'll be Team World punting as the kicker is standing at his own 40-yard line. It does look like Ben Dupree is standing back at the 15-yard line.
I see. Let's see here.
Waiting on the snap for Team World here on 4th down. Remember, there is no rush. And here's the kick. Be taken along the left side, stays in bounds, and then it is Joe Ferguson out of the University of San Diego. He was a punt returner. He was about ready to return. He said, oh, never mind, he lets it go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's one of those last moment, business decisions you make for yourself. This isn't a good idea. Let me just let that go out of bounds, and we'll get it on the next 1st down.
Okay, so it is 1st and 10 for Team America. Both teams have had 2 possessions, and nobody scored as of yet, although Team America had the biggest threat not too long ago and nearly paid for it with a turnover on 4th down. But as it turned out, the only thing that hurt them was field position.
Hurt them in field position, but still no one has established the dominant momentum. We've seen momentum swings, but nobody has established their dominance on the field. I want to see who's going to be the first one defensively or offensively to end up in the end zone.
Here's Tariq Fassar throwing a deep ball on 1st down, and the pass is caught. Beautifully caught by Tavio Thomas, who plays for Team America. That is a tremendous catch, and that wasn't the prettiest spiral in the world, but Thomas catches it all the way at the Team World 30-yard line for a 45-yard pickup.
He had to basically push number 23, Ryan Archie, out the way and then catch it while being defended by number 21, Joel Insillo, to get that ball. He was double covered and still managed to get it. This is why it's a Pro Bowl. You got pro-level play out here.
Exactly. That was more of a ludicrous move, get out the way type of play, and tremendous job by Thomas there. 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's a lateral now along the left side. Baron Jackson takes it down to about the 27-yard line, about 3-yard pickup. Jackson at Cheney University, not too far away from here. And another Darren Sproles type, 5'5", 162. And he can move, but he's just got to get the open space.
That is correct, but taking care of that open space is number 44, Matthew McCara. We've been calling his number since the beginning. Getting over there with the stop, him and 3 of his closest friends, making sure that door closes up quickly.
So it's a gain of 3 yards. It is 2nd and 7 now from the 27-yard line. We understand our HSG friend Dave Sturcio checked in a little while ago, so crazy shouts to him and to everyone else who's checking us out on Globe Bowl and the HSG network pages.
On behalf of Dave, here we go.
All right, here's the pass on the left side. Little too high, incomplete. Lloyd Meeks out of Teal College, the intended receiver. He just could not come down with it. That pass was a little bit hot out of the University of Cincinnati quarterback, Tariq Fassar.
If he was just about, I don't know, maybe 3-4 feet taller, he might have had a shot at that. But I will tell you, that entire secondary had a shot at that man's ribs. Those are the kind of passes that wide receivers hate. But if you make those catches, you will be deaf. Okay. If you make those catches, you will definitely impress coaches because you're giving up your body for the play.
Sorry about that. It's a 3rd and 7 from the 27 now as Fassar is going to give a handoff up the middle, 25, and down to about the inside the 20, and Team America actually could have gone into the red zone. What a nice job, as it's a gain of 7 yards, and Team America moves the chains.
Malik Slayton, pro free agent, with the stop on that play. America is moving. I mean, it's one thing to make the stop, but you have to stop the down conversion. It's not enough just to stop them 3-4 yards into the run. You have to stop the down conversion so you can get them at 4th down and then get the ball back.
That was pro free agent Darius Walker by way of the carry on that 3rd and 7. He got 7 and 1 inch, which was good enough for a 1st and 10. So on the edge of the red zone is Team America. Tariq Fassar will scroll to his right on 1st down. Let's see if he takes off with it. He will. To the 20. Spin move and a stop and scrambling down to about the 14-yard line. So taking it himself, I mean, that was pretty good athletic move by Fassar, who just nearly put a divot into the AstroTurf, but it's still a pickup of nearly 5 yards.
You know, he turned on the jets there when he turned the corner, I think to save his own life, because guess whose number I have to call again? Number 44, Matthew McCara out of Canada. The MIFA was in hot pursuit, and even though he threw the spin move, he still got him down eventually after a pickup of 5.
Ball's placed inside the 15-yard line, so a pickup of about 5.5 here. So 2nd and a long 4 coming up Thweet Bizarre will take it. Now you've got motion left and then option it. It is taken by Walker, and Walker lost the football, and it's picked up by Team World. Here we go again, moving it to the 40 to midfield. One more man to beat. He's got blockers. He stutter steps to the 30, the 20. He can run down the Pennsylvania Turnpike if he wants. Welcome to the end zone. Teray Hackney of Bluefield College. Boy, he took that a long way, probably like 81 yards, and Team World gets the first points.
That is exactly what I was talking about. Defense is here to play. They're here to get on the highlight reel. They're here to get noticed. They are not giving up or mailing in a single play. They want to make sure that everybody understands this Pro Bowl counts for them too. It was an excellent, excellent play.
I'll tell you something. I mean, that's 2 long returns by the defense of Team World. And Scott, you mentioned as well, looked like it was going to be defense, and Team World's defense produces the first points of this game. We'll see what the official number is on the return for a score, but tremendous. Nearly 80 yards for Teray Hackney, 5'8", 203. Rob Hartman will try the extra point now for Team World. Remember, this is NFL extra points here. Takes the snap. There's no rush, but the kick is going to be well short and no good. So we're going to stay here. Teray Hackney's long fumble return for a touchdown. 6-0. Team World leads Team America here in Fort Washington.
And if there was anybody better, you got to look for him to get that fumble, because Teray Hackney plays running back, safety, kick returner, and punt returner. This is a gentleman who looks for the ball to get into his hands and then get his feet moving quickly towards the end zone. I spoke to several of these players before the game, and they are not only here for the opportunity, but, Tom, they're here for the love of the game. And each one, regardless of their jersey, are here to support and lift each other up, not only for the opportunity, but for how much they love coming out to play. But it was just beautiful to see all those blockers in front of Teray as he's coming down, because they're doing it for each other. This game is perfect when you're playing it for each other.
That's the most important thing. So it'll be kickoff time for Team World, who has the 6-0 lead on Teray Hackney's 81-yard touchdown return on a fumble recovery. I mean, Team America, 2 turnovers basically in the red zone, and one just came back to absolutely bite them.
You get any more turnovers at this point, you're going to have to ask yourself, how are you going to win the game, especially when they're in the red zone?
All right, this one's being returned, taking 25. Oh, there's a hole down to the 40, down to the 44-yard line. That's a nice job of returning the ball that time. That looks like Muhammad Kella, who was the running back in the last drive. And tell you what, he can pretty much do a lot of good things. And like I said, versatility is such an important thing in a game like this. They're going to spot the ball at the 45-yard line. Wasn't that big of a kickoff, but a nice return by Kella.
Joel Insolo once again in on the stop. He's the one that, as that hole opened up and he was getting ready to turn those jets on, he made it go dark quick and didn't give up another yard. But they are taking over in great field position. Let's see if Team America can do something with it.
Well, once again, it's Dion Thweet Fassar, who is in quarterback in a pistol this time on 1st and 10. They're going to pitch it out on this first play. And a spin move taken, and a little hard run by Daryl Cyprian, a pro free agent. And I'll tell you one thing, when you're 5'9", 250, and you can make a spin move like that, I mean, you're going to have defenses like wondering, how do I get this guy down?
Not only that, but if you can carry people like number 44, once again, Matthew McCara, and at least 3 other defenders with you for an extra 2-3 yards, you definitely need to have someone take a look at you.
Well, it's a gain of 3 yards on the play, so 2nd and 7 is Team America at their own 48. They're down 6-0. Unfortunately, 2 turnovers for them each in their last 2 drives, and the last one came back to haunt them. Let's see if they can make up for it here. So Vassar lines up in a shotgun this time. 3 wide slot left here, far side. 3 Vassar, play fake, spin move, not going to work. Down he goes. The play fake did not fool Team World at all, as it looks like Danny Hera Vargas and Martin Feathers plowed him down for a big loss, 6-yard loss on the play.
Danny, Disco, Herrera, and Martin Feathers, as you did say, both were the ones that come in and take that down quick. After a defensive touchdown, Team World's defense is licking their chops. They are smelling blood. They want to come in and shut this team down early. And let's see if they can break their will from the door. That's what they want to do.
Well, it's 3rd and 13 now from the 42-yard line. Tawif Fassar in the shotgun this time. 4 receivers, 3 to the left here. It's going to be his own play, and he's going to throw left side, and it's almost intercepted right off the shoulder pad of Danny Herrera Vargas out of the Costa Rica Football League. He almost had a wide-open interception. He just couldn't bring it down.
He is going to have a very strong conversation with his left and right hand about that, because he had that interception right there. Costa Rica, I think, is shouting right now. But you know what? He still did a great job in breaking up that pass. And now you got Team America 4th and long.
Well, I don't want to know what the sign language is amongst each hand here, but in any case. All right, so it will be punting time for Team America. Remember, in these games, there are no rushes. There are no blocks of anything for any conversion, or especially with punts. Okay. Although, somebody just made a liar out of me, as Liston Bates took off and taken by Team World that time and returned down to about the 33-yard line. So that's where Team World will operate 1st and 10. So I thought you couldn't do that in these games.
He was just coming by to say hi, maybe give him a pound as he was going to make the kick. That's all that was.
Maybe that's the case. But Team World, who has not been on offense for a while, they now have a chance to get their offensive group together. They're already up 6-0 thanks to that long fumble return for a touchdown by Trey Hackney. But now Team World starts their own 33, and we'll see what they have in store. Now, mind you, of course, we do have alternating quarterbacks in this game. So once again, they're going to line up in the tri-back here. Tanner Colucci once again at quarterback. And this is a handoff and a hard hit. And I tell you, you talk about Team America's defense coming at you. They sure did. 3-yard loss.
Jermaine Van with a van full of defenders coming in and just laying low that running back. He's going to go back to that huddle and just say, please don't call my number like that again.
That was not a van. That was a Mack truck.
Oh, I have to agree with you on that one.
So after a 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13 from the 30-yard line. Globe Bowl 2019 here from Fort Washington, with Team World ahead 6-0 over Team America. Long huddle this time for Team World, trying to devise a play here. And then I guess a last-second substitution. They didn't have the right people on the field, so we'll stay here as it is 6-0 as Team World. Actually, they're going to call this the 2-minute warning. So sometimes you forget the timeout then. So Team America has 2 timeouts, and Team World has 3 for the final 2 minutes of the first half. So again, Colucci will line up in the shotgun. He'll take the snap under a rush on a blitz, and down he goes. Colucci had absolutely no prayer. Number 21.
Number 29, Derwin Witt. Derwin Witt, Virginia University of Lynchburg, came in like a bullet and took down the quarterback like it was an assassination. That was awful.
I mean, you talk about a blitz. I mean, the offensive line, they have not been able to handle Team America's defensive push, especially for almost over a quarter here. I mean, you remember that Team World had a pretty decently sustained drive in their opening drive of this half, and they have not been able to do much since because of Team America's defense. So the ball is spotted at the 20-yard line. Here we go on 3rd and long, and there's a pass that is caught, and it's not going to be for much. Nice catch by, I believe, that was Dwayne Gary of Western Connecticut, made the grab, and I believe a timeout has been called by Team America, so they're down to 1 left.
They're down to one left, and you know what? You don't want to be in a position where Team World is now leaning on their defense to carry them through not only this half, but hopefully not this whole game. The offense has to catch up with what the defense is doing. Both of the team's defenses, both America and World, have come to play. It's now to get the offensive execution to come through on those ends. Team America's coach said he didn't even call defensive sets. He told the guys to go in and do your jobs. The defenses are doing their jobs. It's the offenses that have to execute, and we haven't seen that yet.
We haven't seen much of it. I mean, we've had some nice plays. I mean, Team America had a nice 30-plus yard play and were looked to be the first points of the game, but unfortunately that didn't work out for them. But we have seen a couple nice plays on offense, but right now your prediction of defense has come true so far, at least through the first half.
That's right.
So on fourth down, a high snap and a punt, relatively short, and taken at the 40-yard line by Ben Dupree. Dupree will cross the field, have a hole, cross the midfield stripe, and taken down at the 49-yard line by Michael James of Erie Community College.
Erie Community College showing up. He's being called for the first time, but wants to be called several more times today. Running back, kick return, wide receiver, jack of all trades, and right now the man that stopped that return with probably about under a minute to go in the half.
Well, remember, time is kept on the field. It's a 10-yard return. They're going to say his knee was down right at the midfield stripe. So for Team America, down 6-0, they have one timeout left and half a field to work with. How do you work this last potential minute and a half, depending on what the officials say?
I hate to say it, but I have a feeling they're going to definitely go vertical, even though the vertical has not been consistent for them today. They're going to see how many yards they can get chew off at a time.
Well, Giannone is back at quarterback. He's going to throw a quick strike, and it's incomplete. And I think it was a little bit of a hesitant throw because Giannone, I mean, he took a couple steps and then just fired it. The time was just a little bit off.
And the worst part about it is if now you're concerned about either being hit or being intercepted, your timing is already going to be off, which is barely on as it is because these are receivers that you've only had 2 days with.
Now, let's not forget, too, Giannone was not on the field for either of Team America's turnovers. So what he can't do is provide another one and try and keep his team stable here in the final moments here of this first half. This time a pistol in this one with, looks like they're going to line up a triple along the far side here. 2nd and 10 from midfield. Giannone will take the snap, and it's going to be a rush, but it's not going to be for much. In fact, nothing doing this time, as taking him down was Matthew McCara, of course, from the MIFA League in Canada, the defensive end.
Once again, his name is being called all game. He is in on every play. He's a ball hawk. He just sniffs out the play, and he gets there to take the player down. That was their one chance of trying to see if they could sneak a ball up the middle, maybe get some extra yardage out of it. It was sniffed out early and put to bed. Now they have to go far, long, and deep to get even a shot at a field goal, let alone a touchdown, Tom.
Okay, so it's a half-yard loss. And now they're saying, you know what, we're going to run the clock out, and we have reached the end of the first half. So little snack break here as Team World goes into the locker room, or the outdoor locker room, leading Team America by a count of 6-0. So what are your thoughts so far?
I love what I've seen so far from both teams' defenses. They definitely come to play. They're doing well, not only getting pressure to the quarterback, but coverage in the secondary. Excellent play in corralling the running backs as well. Both of the offenses on Team World and Team America have to get back to the fundamentals and execute. Execute even just the 5-yard plays. You do that, the bigger plays will come. They have to get consistent execution and take off those 5-yard plays so they can get a couple first downs. Then they can break open a 20, 30, 4-yard play, bomb to the end zone or run to the end zone. It's those fundamentals that they need to execute on, and I'm quite sure both teams' offensive coaches and coordinators are going to be in their ear all halftime.
Yeah, most certainly, too. And we'll certainly have more action just a little bit here. The halftime score, Team World over Team America by the score of 6-0. And